Alright, we're entering another draft of Dominaria. It's our third draft, and we found ourselves a planeswalker. It's not the best planeswalker, but it is a planeswalker. Kind of want to try her out and see how good she is. Other notable cards. So this pack isn't terribly exciting, but the Wrath Capajan is really great. Had really good experiences with Wrath in our last draft. And I guess the Animus is pretty good. I don't know how good Goblin Warchief is. There aren't that many goblins in the set, but we're very happily going to take the Drya and see how good she is. Testing time, yeah, for sure, Phil. Yeah, I agree. At GP, I think I'd take Wrath too, but I want to try out Drya and see how good she is. If we're taking a Drya, we should probably take a Fiery Intervention. Yeah, I agree, Lobster. Animus is pretty... No, I like Animus. I've had really good experiences with it so far. Snap off the 5-mana removal spell for sure. I'm just looking at the other cards, like a Grow from the Ashes. It's probably the most exciting thing. Otherwise... Oath of Teferi, go deep. Hope to open a couple more Planeswalkers. Live the dream. Another Fiery Intervention. Just like mono 5-mana terminates to go with our Drya. Yeah. X is the number of wizards you control. That doesn't... Oh, creature. Jeez. Fist Adept could be nice in like a blue-red deck with a bunch of wizards, like basically a Flame Tongue Kavu. It doesn't take many wizards to turn this into Sand Strangler. Yeah, MTG bot seems a bit confused. I almost just want to take this. If I knew I'd be in wizards, I think I would definitely take this. As it is, I think I'm still just gonna take this to go with the Drya. Yeah, the Adept route seems really cool, Steven. I'm kind of unsure about that. Firefist Adept is good with Helm of the Host. Most things are good with Helm of the Host, but fair point. This is kind of nice if we end up in blue-red wizards. This is, the Journey Mage. 2-1 plus Flame Tongue Kavu would have been the dream, Steven. We did miss out. The Journey Mage is very good. For sure. I kind of want to try this card out a bit if we do end up in blue-red. I think it's, like, pretty good. Cheap wizards are so hard to find, yeah. I kind of just want to try this card out. Also, if we get a Journey Mage, it's now so much better because of this. Which is really exciting. So we have a First Eruption. Deals 1 damage to each creature without flying. Not terribly into that. Yeah, I don't think this should ever wheel. Just because it's a historic card. It's kind of important on its own. Maybe I want the Academy Drake here. It's really unexciting. Maybe I'm meant to take the Baloth Gorger just because it's a good card. It's like the best card in the pack. First Eruption is a Wrath that ramps out Jaya. That is an ambitious description. Yes, I take this. I'm not convinced about it, but it's another card I kind of want to try to get a feel for. And we know we're going to be in red, so there's a bit of upside there. Llanowar Elves. Okay, now we're regretting not taking the Baloth. But there's a pretty decent chance we take this. When this enters the battlefield, you may exile target historic permanent you control. So this can exile Jaya to protect her from, like, their attacks. That's pretty nice. You love Keeper of the Flame so much. Which one's Keeper of the Flame? You like the 4/3? Kinda like the 4/3. I guess we just know we're red and we don't know we're green yet. I feel like that's a really late Llanowar Elves is my only concern, Hey, Surveyor. Yeah, we do have 3/5s already. You're right. Over Keeper of the Flame. Champion of the Flame. Okay. Yeah, I've not played with Champion of the Flame yet. It's definitely on the list. We have a Skittering Surveyor here. Or we could also take the Cloud Reader Sphinx, which I think is a pretty great 5. But we already have lots of 5s, as Steven pointed out, so I think this is just like a very good card. This pack's incredibly unexciting. I'm kind of inclined to take like the Fervent Strike, I guess. It's not very good. +2/+1 and Menace. These are all so underwhelming. I almost want to take like the Voltaic Servant, just because it has a lot of upside with things that trigger off Historic. We could have had back-to-back Antiquities Wars, this is true. Maybe like, I guess Antiquities War has a lot of upside, I'm just not sure if it's very good in draft, is my concern. We could have been Affinity. Coulda, woulda. I guess we want the Opt here, maybe, or... There just aren't... I'm assuming Goblins is not a thing in draft, and I will keep assuming that until proved otherwise. This isn't even a wizard. Seems pretty mopey. We have a Fire Elemental. We already have loads of 5s, though. You think War is good once you've got 2 or 3 of them? That makes sense, because then you can build around them. That makes sense, Stephen. If we wheel some an Antiquities War, I'll happily take it. I guess I take the Cold Water Snapper here. Yeah, the Turtle. I agree. The Turtle seems fine. This is a fine 2. I don't think we want any of the rest of this. We could take the Candle in case we wheel an Antiquities War. The Cat Wings. Is the Cat Wings actually good? I know it's adorable. It's pretty good with the Snapper. I'm going to take the Candle. If we wheel an Antiquities War, we're really happy. Even if not, this is like a fine card. The Turtle plus Cat combo. Living the dream. I guess we take this. Okay, we did not wheel an Antiquities War, which is not terribly surprising. But it's fine. This deck's like kind of going somewhere. We're not locked into blue, we don't really have much good blue stuff, but our red is reasonably nice. Time of Ice is great. What else is there? There's a Daring Archaeologist. Doesn't seem... Seems like good. Like a few artifacts, but... Homerid, technically playable. How's Dominaria going? Dominaria is going well. We 2-1'd our 2 drafts so far, which is like a solid start to the format. Still getting a feel for a bunch of the cards, but that's how every format starts. Kind of want this Time of Ice. I think this card's really powerful. Daring Archaeologist seems decent if we were to end up in white, but I think this is a nice direction for us. And we get past an Unbeatable Bomb. And like, there's a Shivan Fire we'd happily take, but we only 2-1'd with that deck shop. It was kind of sad. I felt like that was a deck that could have 3-0'd, and we only 2-1'd. I let it down. Another fire... Okay, we're actually going to get the Fire Fist Adept this time. Like, pushes us into Wizards nicely. It's really good with our Niban. It's really good with our Helm of the Host, obviously, as are most things. Hey there, Brendan. There's a Blink of the Eye too, which I'd really like, but I think the Fire Fist Adept is just too exciting for us. Another Wizard. Could also splash for Wrath, but I don't think Wrath is amazing in this deck anyway. There's a Relic Runner actually. Maybe I want the Relic Runner instead of this. The Relic Runner is really exciting. We've got a few artifacts. that can trigger it. Take a lot of random creatures. Yeah, I imagine that is the case, Stephen. I think the Relic Runner is a pretty good creature, though. The Overseer is pretty great as well, but I think I want 2-drops. It's not like either of them are wizards as a tiebreaker. Human Shaman. At the beginning of combat on your turn, with Helm of the Host. The runner's, like, decent. I feel like we're fairly unlikely to end up in 3 color. And we need 2-drops in this deck, I feel like, because of the Time of Ice. There's, like, motivation to lean that way. Yeah, Valduk seems fine. We don't have any equipments for it other than the Helm. But, just as a 3-2, it's fine, right? And then from there, it could get better. Power or toughness 1 or less. This seems great in our deck. And just use it to buy a lot of time. Yeah, you can shop, but you can also just use it to kill your opponent, which is great. Valduk makes short swords. I can word. Short swords reasonable. It sure does. I think I'm going to take Tetsuko. It's kind of annoying because the champion is almost great in this deck because we want to pick up equipments for Valduk. This could end up being really good, but I think Tetsuko seems really, really nice. Valakut is better, just saying. That is an interpretation you could go with, Phil. It seems kind of garbo. Everything is kind of garbo in this pack. Imagine we are playing none of these cards. I guess this is a wizard at least. We're probably not playing it, but I might as well take the wizard for our Fire Fist Adept. If we get enough more wizard synergy stuff, we're fine with it. Arcane Flight, Warlord's Fury, Syncopate, all of them very unexciting. There's a short sword for our Valduk, which could be decent. All of these are just so unexciting. I think I'm gonna take the short sword, but yeah, I'm a coward too, Stephen. I'm just gonna take the short sword because I'm a coward. I guess we take the stupid 2-1 here. We're not playing the Rampaging Cyclops. This Rampaging Cyclops seems wildly unplayable to me. It's like a 2-4, basically. Or it feels like that. I need to embrace more greed. I do that in my other drafts. There are plenty of times where I do embrace greed. It's a 4-4 blocker. Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, this is nice with the legend for sure. Rare draft? I could have rare drafted. Ooh, this is great with the legend, and the steal effect is actually potentially really nice in this deck. You think it's okay? That's fair. I guess a 4-4 blocker isn't the worst thing in the world. I'm still like kinda not into it, but I love how many like garbo cards this deck has. We'll sort it out once the drafts are done. Imagine we're not playing this first eruption though. Also, I imagine I'm money drafting the Mox Amber here. E-Price, Mox Amber. Yeah, the Mox Amber's apparently 9 tickets, which basically pays for this draft. So I'm going to be boring and take that instead of the Shivan Fire. We have 3 legendary creatures, which is probably not good enough to try and play it, but I'm not rich. I need to money draft when I can. Yeah, obviously sad to lose the Shivan Fire. We have a Blink of an Eye. Blink of an Eye is nice. We don't have any bounce spells yet. And 1 Planeswalker, yeah. like paid for this draft and the others, basically. Also the Planeswalker works with this. Yeah. I guess it's kind of different because these legendary creatures are low down on the curve, so the extra mana actually helps. Whereas the Planeswalkers are really high up the curve, so it doesn't really matter. But, like, Jaya can rummage away the Mox Amber. Honestly, playing the Mox Amber isn't the most ridiculous thing in the world. With Jaya to rummage it away. Divination, I guess. There's an assistant as well. Or the Memorial to Genius. The Memorial to Genius is like free, kinda. Are we playing Jaya? Do not know. We might not be playing Jaya. The rate this is going. I kind of want to play her though. She is Planeswalker in Limited. I also just want to see if she's any good, honestly. It's like motivation just to like try out cards this early on. Yeah, I imagine the Amber is not playable in this deck. You like the land more because it's free and we already have like lots of cards. I think I agree. Also, I don't know how much this deck wants to tap out for a Divination on free anyway. So, got a Blink of an Eye, a Radiating Lightning. We got the Helm plus Adept combo. We did. We sure did. Kind of want the Radiating Lightning, honestly. I think tokens are kind of a problem for this deck. And, like, the burn is pretty relevant. You like the Blink more? I think this is really kind of close. I think Blink's a much better card. I think Radiating Lightning does some nice stuff in this deck, though. Yay, more in... Fine. I guess Into the Royal's still really good, but... What does this do? Returns an instant or sorcery. I think I'll see on Other Lightning. There's a decent chance of that. I think I want the 4-3 most likely. I think I just want the 4-3. Just like beats down really well. Radiating Lightning often doesn't work. That's fair. I think I just want the 4-3 here. The Wizard's Retort is like kind of decent. The G2 Chronicler is kind of decent, but these just beat down so well. We've now got another Adept. Do we want the Adept or the Sphinx? How many? So this is our Wizard count. We have 1, 2. This is not looking great. Yeah, I guess we're just taking the Sphinx. Kind of sucks. This is obviously great with our Niban, but we haven't actually really ended up properly in Wizards, despite our best attempts. The 1-3? Oh, the one that returns a spell? This is true. There are some... Yeah. We're kind of hating the lack of Wizards over here, for sure. Stinging a bit. It's not really a weighted memory deck, but I'm not taking any of the other cards. Lava Runner. As long as there are 3 or more, 2 or more instants or sorceries, seems really underwhelming. There's also a Surveyor. We haven't really picked up anything we want to splash. Yeah, I imagine so, Shop. This has like some light wizard synergies, but not really. Surveyor's just good. Just good. Clean magic is pretty nice with our Jaya, like having stuff to rummage away that we can go get off this. It deals 4 damage to target creature, sure. I'm in for a Terminate. It's probably better than the Radiating Lightning. Terminate is great. Probably not playing this, but we're probably not playing this either. Like, both are pretty bad. Surveyor, especially with all these 5s and Helm. Yep, I think I agree, Stephen. Mm. You think red could be the worst colour in the format? It's a bit early to say, but I could certainly see that being the case. Okay, so we're going to end up cutting a bunch of stuff here. I think this deck's ended up okay though. We got the Helm of the Host. And the Time of Ice is a really nice way to win the game too. Alright, so start cutting garbage. This befuddle can go. You haven't been impressed with red yet, especially not in sealed. Yeah, I think red seems the weakest on first glance. Oh, Surveyor's nice with Tetsuko, yeah. This deck's just great for Tetsuko in general. I'm going to cut the Voltaic 7. I think that's really underpowered in this. Cut the Opt, yeah, I agree. I just dislike Opt in general. Which one's the weight? Unless we've already cut it. Cut, Opt, and weight. Oh, weight of memory? Yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of expensive. We've got lots of expensive stuff to do already. Kind of want to cut the Pardic Wanderer. I kind of want to cut like some of these frees. The Tolarian Scholar. It's good with the Adept, but it's pretty bad otherwise. Homerid Explorer's pretty bad. Don't really want to cut too many more creatures. We need to cut 4 more cards. Maybe just the Candle. Candle's really expensive to activate. See you Thursday, Phil. Jaya is not great. I want to try out Jaya though. Shop. I agree Jaya does not seem amazing, but I want to try out Jaya since it's like early in the format. Probably don't need both Surveyors. Probably not. Surveyor's pretty nice with Tetsuko, but cut the Divination and the Run Amok. This is not really a Divination deck, I guess. I think Run Amok's fine. Kind of like the Run Amok. I wonder if I prefer the Surveyor over the Divination. That triggers my Relic Runner. You feel like Jaya could go... I want to try out Jaya. I know I am aware that Jaya should probably not be in this deck. I also want to try Jaya because it's a new format and I feel like I should try some of the rares and mythics out before dismissing them. You wouldn't cut any more creatures, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense, Stephen. It is unfortunate. Perhaps just one Run Amok. Yeah, I agree. We've got like other ways to get creatures through anyway. Need to cut. So I guess we could cut the Divination here. We've still got this to help us hit our lands. You like the second Surveyor? Yeah, I think at the very worst, second Surveyor is better than the Divination. If you want to jam Jaya, you'd cut Short Sword for weight of memory, maybe even cut Surveyor for an Opt. You could see cutting the Short Sword. The Short Sword's kind of nice with like making our Surveyors beefier, like getting it with our Relic Runner being unblockable. Mainly it's really nice with the Balduck, but it's not great. You think I can run 16 lands of double Surveyor? I could see that being the case. And then just like, yeah, I think we either run 16 lands or we cut the sword. I think I prefer cutting the sword though. I think I agree with Steven that we cut the sword. Right. We are definitely not running this mana base. This makes Jaya slightly harder to cast, but we have loads of blue 2s is the problem. And we also have Blink of an Eye. I like this. I'm just going to export this a sec so that we can update Stream Decker and then jump into a match. You think you like the sword over the run amok? Yeah. I think that's reasonable. Maybe the sword is better than the run amok. Maybe I'm like overestimating how much pressure this deck could potentially give. I think this hand is probably a keep. Obviously it's really slow, but I also think it's kind of hard to mulligan a hand like this. You just like we're on the draw, we have some time to draw into a 2 drop or a 3 drop, and then the top of our curve is going to be really good. We have lots of cheap stuff to do as well, so we're drawing pretty live. Hey, this card's great with this. Sword is like a run amok that takes 3 turns. That's first even. And there is some nice synergy for sword in our deck. I could see just playing the sword. Yeah, the art on this is one of my favorite arts for the sagas. I'm kind of sad that they don't have the pictures in higher def on Modo. But I think they said they were I think this is one of the ones they're printing as a wall banner, and if it is, I might have to buy it because it's so unreal. Okay then. I now feel very dead. There's a decent chance they wouldn't block there, but I don't really want to try them. Oh my god. 4/4 flyer. Okay. 5/5 flyer, yep. This is kind of brutal. This is kind of brutal. Jeez. The Mono Islands Tempest Gin draw. We're winning easily. Because of the Time of Ice, or... Yeah, Time of Ice will do some work. I'm going to cast my 4/3 this turn, though. Yeah, slamming the 4/3. I agree, Stephen. Discard this mountain. I guess if we draw a blink of an eye, we're actually in a decent spot as well. Come on, 5 mana, deal 5. That'd be kind of great. Alright, that's a 1/3 versus our 2/1. This opponent actually mono blue. That'd be kind of hype. Maybe they'll move the short sword. They did not. You know, I'm almost a bit tempted just to like deploy 2 threats this turn before we Time of Ice. I'm definitely attacking for 4 no matter what, because the Time of Ice is going to be tapping down this if I'm tapping down anything. I think I need more power and toughness on board before Time of Icing this. It's like obviously a bit dangerous, but it makes the Time of Ice much more brutal, which is nice. No cowardice, yeah, pretty much, Steven. Pretty much. Just play out our things. This is the time for ice, not for cowardice. Wow, no attacks. This is a thing. I kind of want to do this and kill the 1/3 this turn. And then next turn we can go Surveyor plus Time of Ice and like jam. And if they have a counter spell, they're probably pretty inclined to use it on this. Which means our Time of Ice will resolve and take over the game. This combo is pretty nice. Turn our Fire Fist Adept into Flame Tongue Kavu. So we target the 1/3 twice here. Just to take it off the board. Oh, that makes sense, Shop. No, you're right. If they had a counterspell, they'd probably do that. I think regardless, this is pretty nice. Like, developing our board more before the Time of Ice, just to guarantee the Time of Ice seals the deal. But being aware of what you said certainly makes it a lot closer. I'm just gonna pass. Maybe I could have, like, attacked with my 3/2 and my 2/2. Then if they do the obvious blocks, I kill both of their creatures with the Adept. That could be reasonable. Ooh, they are not, in fact, mono blue. They're just pretending to be mono blue. Okay. Could develop my board more here. I could also Time of Ice plus Surveyor. We tap down the Djinn, attack with our 3/2 and our 3/3, and if we trade off with the Tatiova, that's actually fine, because that card's pretty threatening. Yeah, I think I like this. I'm just going to attack with our 3 powers here. And if they trade off Tatiova, we're happy about that. They were trying to catch us out, they were. If we'd done the thing where we attack creatures into their creatures with the intent of casting this post-combat, they could have bounced this in response to make this deal less, which would have been kind of brutal. If they trade off Tatiova, we're happy. If they don't, it's probably also fine, because they're taking more damage that way. Let's go find a land, obviously a mountain. These mountains are great. We go up to 9 now of the Tatiova. Both Helm and Valduk triggering every combat. No! Blockers. Blockers are so bad for us. Sphinx is pretty great. Some evasion. So I guess we tap the 2/4 here and swing with our 3 power creatures again. Could almost just swing with everything. Regardless, definitely tapping the 2/4. So the 3 powers definitely attack. Ooh, what is this? Trickster. Turn loses all abilities. Okay. My 3/3 is now tapped. Sure. Means we're attacking for a lot less. You'd have swung with everything last turn. That's fair. That might have been a bit better. I'm a bit unsure about that. I felt like if we swing with everything, they just get an easy block on the 2/2, and we only get in 2 extra damage, was my concern. If we attack with this, it trades with the Trickster, which is not very exciting. At the same time, like, we have to get bodies off their side for our other creatures to be relevant. Not actually sure how we win this game anymore. The Trickster's really good. Really good draw here. If we attack with everything, they put 3/3 on this, 2/2 on this, and they only take 3. Next turn we bounce both of these and have our flyer in play, but It's possible we're just meant to try and push damage here. You do get really good blocks, but I think that's fine. I think our 2-1's not doing much more. We've already cast our Adept. I think we just need to get their life total lower. With like Tatiova and the Jhin in play, their late game is just better than ours at this point. So there's a lot of motivation to just push as much damage as possible to make other draws potentially lethal. I'm going to cast the Sphinx here. Hopefully set up a good draw step. Yeah, dig with the flyer. That seems decent. Blink of an eye is dreamy here. I will gladly keep that. We can bounce. Is it any permanent? Any non-land permanents? If so, we can bounce the Time of Ice. We'll find out next turn, I guess. But if it is any non-land permanent, bouncing the Time of Ice is dreamy. Don't actually know the wording on it. Blink of an eye. Is it just creature? This is a 3/3. Sure. Oh, they're gonna mill us. That's brutal. They mill our blink of an eye. That was gonna be great. We've still got lethal draws now though. We've got what's it called? We've got brute strength. Which we did not draw. I guess we do this pre-combat because we could hit a brute strength off the rummage. Oh, that makes sense, Stephen. We'd still have an opportunity to respond because we'd have the trigger on the stack. So I don't think we actually need a stop, but you're correct. Right, we play out our land because then Helm can be cast and equipped in the same turn. If we attack with everything here, they have like easy blocks and they only deals 1 extra damage, so I guess we just don't attack with everything. Just attack for free. You get to recast their Jhin here. And their 1/3, so they have like 2 extra blockers again. We have a lot of good draws. Bounce spell is lethal. Brute Strength is a great draw, even if it's not lethal. Helm is lethal. A Deal 5 is lethal. We have 2 of those in our deck. Jaya is a redraw. So we have a bunch of good draws here. We also have Mountain. That's also a draw. Have I considered drawing a good card? I did not consider that, Stephen. I think I'm meant to play this out. No, because I have Jaya that can rummage. I guess I don't play it out because of Jaya. I just have to pass the turn here. If I attack with my 4/3, it just trades with their 3/3, and nothing else has good attacks. We only have 3 lands left in our deck as well. Yeah, I have the 9th mana in hand, for sure, Stephen. We only have 3 lands left in our deck, so we're drawing really live in that regard too. Even Tetsuko lets this start getting in unblocked. They might just swing with the Jhin here though to try and get us dead. What I really want to draw is a Swamp. What does a Swamp do? Right, I take 6, sadly. I have to draw something soon now because they've gained a life off Tatiova. Tatiova just being like MVP now. What? Okay. Fine. It was low-key tilting. we want to change anything. Uh... Unsure. I kind of want the short sword instead of the runamok, I guess. I think they're both pretty mediocre, but sure. You like the sword? I think I like the sword too. I mean, they might have had a trick they were holding up shop. Why are we not playing the memorial? Oh, because I'm an idiot, that's why. That's why I'm not playing the memorial. I forgot it in deck building. You don't like the turtle? Because they just have loads of beefy creatures in their deck? Why isn't Deep Freeze in? Deep Freeze seems terrible to me. I don't know. Maybe it's fine. I kind of hate most of these effects normally though. We're attacking on the ground with a bunch of like 3X's. So giving them a creature to, a 0/4 to block with seems kind of unexciting. You don't like the turtle. I guess the turtle, we can cut the turtle and keep a runamok in. I think that's fine. Deep Freeze is great with flyers and juggernauts. Yeah, we're attacking with 3X's, so... Also, I forgot to fully expand this. Wow, this hand, by which I mean Helm of the Host and mana. I'm trying out the Planeswalker though, it's early in the format. Early in the format you try out new cards to see if they live up to your expectations. Yeah, we're trying Jaya for science. Like, trying to find out if a card is, if a mythic is as good or bad as you expect it to be, is like a very valid reason to play it in your third draft of the format. Because a lot of playing drafts early in the format isn't about like trying to maximize your percentages, it's just getting used to what all the cards do and learning as much as you can for the events you're going to play later on. Helm of the Host plus Naban, yeah, that's a thing. I guess. Right, attack for 2. Boop. If I draw the land, the question is, am I playing Raider or Helm? I guess we want to do the Helm on like a bigger creature anyway, so there's no reason to run it out quite yet. It's like an expensive Rummaging Goblin. I could see that being the case. I still kind of want to try it out anyway. Do I want to like Cowden Raider on the way the mountain? I'm pretty likely to draw into a land anyway. I don't think I want to cast the Helm of the Host quite yet anyways. Like, I'm definitely casting this turn. It's just, do I want to rummage away the mountain? I guess rummaging away a mountain, hoping to draw a mountain, is pretty ridiculous. But it's not like we need another land for a couple turns. I'm just not gonna do this. I think it's really greedy. Yeah, I agree. It's very greedy not to just keep it. Even if we are happy just using 4 mana next turn. They're going to bounce the Cowden. You're fine with binning the mountain? I think it's pretty close regardless, but just want to guarantee we can get our Helm of the Host online once we have a big critter to use it on. Nothing could go wrong. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Alright, cast my Sphinx. No! A counterspell. So rude. So rude, opponent. Maybe I will draw my 5 mana Rummaging Goblin. Okay, they're milling us for 4. It's fine. Didn't mill anything too exciting. So, I think I still just want a good creature in play before I cast Helm. So I'm going to cast this and rummage away the mountain, and then probably cast the sword afterwards. Yep, milled 3 spells, never lucky, etc. Okay, so now we can cast the sword, equip it to this, attack for free. It's kind of awkward because this means we can't attack, we can't really block with our 4/3. I think there's a decent chance they just leave the 3/3 back to block our 4/3 anyway, in which case, like, this looks great. Homerid was a 3-for-1, right? Kinda, question mark. How much can they syncopate for? They can syncopate for 4, so we can't play around it by playing out the land. So I guess we hold the land. And I'm still just gonna cast this anyway. Because, like, we're gonna use our mana. If they counter it, we're really heartbroken, but if they don't, we're probably gonna win the game. Now we can attack with our 3/2 unblockable. And next turn we can suit up the raiders. Yep. I guess this is fine. This means they can block it and it trades off. It doesn't actually do anything. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, the Helm of the Host should be game. That's certainly the dream. The card is fairly unbeatable. I like opponents' incredibly awkward mana base so they can cast the Djinn. Maybe the only green card was the Tatyova. That was the only green card we saw last game, right? In game 1. Alright, do you want to change anything else? I'm still going to play my Rummaging Goblin, because I need to try out my Rummaging Goblin. Even if people say I shouldn't. I'm still gonna play her. Still just, like, not inclined to play any of this stuff. I almost wonder whether it's a matchup for, like, one of these. It's fairly slow. So handy when people don't make us play around things and concede. That's fair. There's just, like, no removal here I actually like, because I don't like Deep Freeze very much. I almost wonder whether I want the Divination. The matchup doesn't feel that fast. And, like, Short Sword was decent that game, but it's not great. I actually kind of just want the Divination. Actually, I'm on the draw, right? I'm on the draw with 2 Surveyors in my deck. I'm just cutting a stupid land. I think that's fine. I think it is not too greedy to just cut a land when we have 2 Surveyors in our deck and we're on the draw. Yeah, Sword was great there, I agree. I think I'm just going to cut a land for a Divination on the draw. I think that's fine. It sounds nice. I mean, it's not very powerful, but our Relic Runner is going to do a bit of work. And hand just got dramatically better. I think I'm holding the sword. I think my Relic Runner unblockable. Bit unsure about that. The thing is, most of their things are like 1/3s, which the sword kind of makes it unblockable regardless. But hey. Play our 2/1. Next turn we can cast our sword, attack free. Boop. That sounds incredibly strange, Harlook. I'd say, like, that's not the sort of thing I'd typically expect to be playable in this format, but if you have enough pump spells to make the 2-drops relevant later in the game, then it could be fine. Well, we just lost our only creature. Rip. Rip us. You like playing Sword on turn 1 because we could hold up Run Amok? I mean, as the game's panned out, that might have been a bit better. Agreed. Well. Yes, I just put this on the board. Yeah, I agree. Play the Helm. Get it in play underneath a counterspell. And then, like, next turn I can blink of an eye a creature if I need to. Yeah, on the mill plan. They only milled one creature, so I'm not too sad about that. This is kind of a cute one with Helm. Alright. Cast my Surveyor. Find a land. Hope not to get milled out. I could equip the sword here. I don't think it does anything. Kind of just want to pass with, like, my things up. Like the blink and the run amok. I can blink the helm if they try and disenchant it. I just don't think equipping the sword does anything here, because, like, they're the only creature we could block anyway is at 1/3, whether it's equipped or not. Oh my god. We are going to get milled out this game. I can feel it. Oh. You're right. Run amok is attacking creature. We live and learn. Also, we got punished because they equipped their excavator. And we suck. Was not expecting a short sword, if I'm honest. I guess I'm just taking 5 here. This is, like, kind of fine, right? Next turn I can start making 1/2s. This is, like, not really the dream. But probably fine if they don't have a bounce spell. I kind of just want to block their things down at the moment, so I'm going to leave my 1/2 back anyway, so I'm not going to bother to quit short sword. Getting another land out of our deck stings a bit, just because of their mill plan, but I think it's correct. We've got stuff to do with our mana. I'm going to equip this one, I guess. I'm not really sure which one I meant to equip. I guess I equip the... I guess it makes no difference, really. It's like the cost of 1 mana later on. They played Sword Game 1. They did, for sure. It's fine, yeah. Everything's fine. We're in a decent situation here. Once we draw a more beefy creature, the Helm will take over the game, and for the time being, it's treading water really nicely. Who mocked the Rummaging Goblin? Who mocked the Rummaging Goblin? I want names. Who mocked my Rummaging Goblin? We're now going to die to being milled because of our Rummaging Goblin, but... Okay. Sure. We still can't draw a creature that we actually want to copy, which is, like, low-key tilting. Alright, let's equip the Surveyor. In fairness, when evaluating Jaya, you did not consider having Helm on the host on Surveyor with Jaya as a combo. Oh my god. Alright, we still kind of need to draw a better creature. As long as we don't get milled, I imagine we're like big favourites to win this though. Yeah, Jaya's gonna gain us a lot of life as well. For sure. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We only have 3 lands left in our deck. So this gets to make 3 mana, so we can kill this and draw some cards. I guess we want to thin out land out of our deck first, before doing that. Oh, poo. I totally meant to equip this. I forgot it wasn't equipped because I saw an equipment on it. This is fine, we're still in a great position. We'd only be re-equipping it next turn because we're going to draw into a decent creature. So it's not that bad. Jaya the Gilded Lotus. Pretty much. Okay, so can make 3 mana. Cast the Fiery Intervention to kill the Djinn, because that card is quite scary. And I think I'm just going to play this out so I can start making free ones with my Helm next turn. Or like trade off with their 3/3, potentially. I'm probably just going to keep it in play though. I'm probably just going to let Jaya go this turn. She's kind of done her job. You'd rather have played all the Surveyors and dealt 5, that's reasonable. So what am I doing here? Equipping the Overseer for sure. Sorry, I had to respond to something important. So definitely equipping the Overseer. 100%. We can make some mana and blink of an eye this. And I think I'm just going to make a token and pass the turn here. Just like keep making free ones. Yeah, bouncing Multani is... Oh, because of this. You're right, we should stop bouncing Multani, I guess. Yep, we will be. I agree. That makes sense. We have to stop bouncing Moltani. Sorry, my head was kind of elsewhere there for a minute. Yeah, bouncing Moltani is dangerous. For sure. We can't quite kill Moltani. What's our plan here? We can murder the mill creature and keep plussing Jaya. We might have to murder the mill creature, I agree. I agree with that. Yep, I agree. We need to kill the miller. Then ultimate her and the extra time we get. Yep, for sure. That seems good. We're just going to keep pumping out free ones as well at the same time. Then once we ult Jaya, we can start flame slashing things. I guess I save my bounce spell for a little while until I have some more free ones in play. Like maybe next turn I can bounce the Moltani and swing, like bounce it in their end step. Yeah, I'm not gonna... Yeah, that probably means we're dead, doesn't it? It's kind of unfortunate. See you later, Stephen. If I'd respected this card more, we would probably have won this game. Don't know what the final card in my deck is. But yes, I'm gonna have to bounce this anyway. I'm probably just not gonna have anywhere close to lethal. Nope. Yeah. So we'll have like 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So like regardless of how they block, they still live. Cool. Yeah, if I'd respected this card, we'd have probably been a lot better off. I just didn't think it was actually going to head down that way. Maybe blue-based mill is actually like not a thing, but something you have to be sufficiently aware of. The Esper Hero historic deck went 2-1. The Esper historic deck went 2-1, which is very solid. We did not win with this deck, sadly, Tortimus. We lost our first round. We ended up getting milled out, which was really weird. I didn't really respect the possibility of us getting milled out. Probably could have been avoided if I'd cast a removal spell on their mill creature more aggressively. Right, we'll keep this. There's a blue source. It's not the ideal blue source for this Naban, but that's fine. So next time we land Naban, sadly Time of Ice isn't really something you want to just jam on turn 4. So the hand's still kind of missing something. But even like another island, another blue source would let us spend a turn on Blink of an Eye, which will hopefully patch things together. Or we could just draw like a 4-drop or something to spend our turn on, a 4 or 3-drop. Be quite delightful. These are good against Naban. Jeez, that's kind of gross. Guess we're just casting our Valduk and hoping to draw an equipment. Yeah, the Naban just lines up awfully against saplings. If we hit a land though, we get to land our Sphinx next turn. So we're drawing really live to something good. Whisper plus saplings. This is kind of gross. If I attack with Valduk, is there any chance they just block with the 2 saplings, and then I like Blink of an Eye one of them? I think I'm just going to attack with Valduk here. Kind of like that. I don't think I'm casting Time of Ice this turn. So if they double block, we get to bounce 1. If they block with just Whisper, that's fine, because we've got bigger things coming later. I'm still tempted just to cast this. I guess worst case scenario, it kills both saplings. It's pretty unexciting, but it's probably fine. I'm still going to wait. I think the Time of Ice will be better a bit further down the path, once our opponent's like spent mana on things, or maybe made some big tokens or something. There's no need to run it out quite yet. It's not like we're aggroing our opponent out. They're going to get to hit us for 2 here. Spider's pretty gross though. Almost want a Time of Ice now. Like, bounce the spider and then next thing. At least we get in 2 damage. It's not like deploying the 2/2 is a very exciting use of a turn. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Right, so now we target a sapling. We'll get to kill off a sapling when the Time of Ice bounces some of their critters. Have I put an Arcane Flight on a Snapper yet? I have not. That does sound quite delightful. I'm a bit worried about the make 3/1/1s here, but they don't have it, which is good. Cast my Gobbo. Pass the turn. They're meant to trigger at the beginning of the main phase. Yeah. Alright, so we bounce the stuff. We drew a land for the Sphinx, which is excellent. We can't really attack here. I guess we could kill off the sapling and like attack with the 2/2, but that achieves nothing. So I'm just going to cast my Sphinx here. The Adept doesn't quite like get the double Flame Tongue card value, so I'm going to wait on it a moment. Yeah, that makes lots of sense with the mana one, for sure. I'm going to bottom this Relic Runner. I think the game has outgrown it, but the Helm of the Host is obviously wildly disgusting, especially since this game's like kind of grinding on a bit. So what was I doing? I was probably casting this Helm of the Host so I can win the game. Helm of the Host, Fire Flame Adept. Oh my god. Kind of want to be about that life. I guess I get this down this turn. I make a Sphinx, then next turn I cast the Adept. And the turn after I just like blow up their entire board. Kind of want to get the Helm going as soon as possible though. Make some free fours. Pass the turn. The moment Fire Fist Adept deals 2 lots of 2 damage, so it could like kill Glider, kill Sapling. But the copies of it are going to deal even more, because they'll see the original Adept, and then like the token Adepts afterwards. So the first copy of the Fire Fist Adept just gets to straight up kill the spider. Which is like disgusting. But I'm definitely spending next turn just equipping the Sphinx, I think. And get 2 free Sphinxes in the time it takes me to get my Adept on board. I get some Scries out of it as well. Just like scry away all the lands. Imagine opponent is currently wondering how they win this game. Which is a very good question. Things are somewhat stacked against them. How is this draft going so far? It's going pretty well. Our deck's like unexciting, but pretty good. It's got Helm of the Host, which is an absurd bomb. We lost the first round. We probably could have won it if I'd respected this creature that milled us a bit more. But instead I just let myself get milled for too many cards in a game that I'd probably win otherwise. So I should probably have just like terminated their mill creature. But like still learning about the set, right? Wasn't aware that mono blue mill could actually get you like that potentially. But this is going pretty well, this game. We've got our Helm of the Host going. Do we want Jaya? They can't really kill Jaya. And the mana from Jaya is pretty nice. I'm probably just casting the Adept next turn, but I guess I draw Jaya. There's 2 mill creatures that I know of. There's one that mills 4 cards when it enters the battlefield, and there's one that's a 1/3 that mills 2 cards whenever you cast a historic spell. And any of them on their own, like, don't do very much. But my opponent cast two of the mill fours, and then they had the 1/3 on board for a while, and the game just went on really long. So they ended up milling me like a bunch of times with it. Opponent just sent me some messages in chat that I think are quite funny. It says, "Oh my god, I thought that card exiled at end of turn. That card is nuts." And I was like, yes. Correct. I'm a bit worried about, like, the +2/+2 counters here. I don't really want to miss out on making Sphinxes. If I block like this and they have the +2/+2 counters, at least this dies. I don't know, I'm just going to take 6, I think. If they cast the +2/+2 counters, these just trade, and then next turn I get to keep pumping out Sphinxes and use the Adept to clear some stuff. Like, I take some damage, but that's kind of fine. How's it going? It's going pretty well. We lost round 1 to getting milled out, but this game feels like it's going very in our favour. We're just making a bunch of Sphinxes every turn with our Helm of the Host. So this deals 4. Okay, so it can kill like this and this. I think I'm just going to make a Sphinx and leave it on defense, because I think it's pretty hard to lose this game if we play defensively. Surveyor's kind of nice, I guess. Like, whatever. Just take actions at random and probably win. Probably win if we take actions at random. Next turn we suit up the Adept. We deal 6 to the Spider. This is kind of dreamy. This is kind of dreamy. Soul Salvage, back, Deathbloom Valid, and Whisper Blood Liturgist. Sure. I guess we're just killing those instead. Equip the Adept. Make a 3/3. Deal 3 to Whisper, and 3 to the Valid. Still no great pressing need to attack. Even if they wrath us, we have 5 cards in hand and a Helm of Hosts on board. Okay, that was certainly a game that happened. You think we have found Magical Christmas Land? The old Adept, Helm of the Host, Naban combo. Basically Splinter Twin. This is like another match that just feels really grindy, and like I want Divination in my deck. Over something. Don't know over what. Ether Glider's pretty bad against, what's it called? The 3/5 Spider. But I don't really want to cut too many creatures when we've got the Helm of the Host. Oh, the trick is to make the Nabans first. You're right, Shop. I did it wrong. I did it wrong. I am unreasonable, Alex. Oh my god. Oh, what am I cutting? I kind of want to cut a land on the draw. We cut a land on the draw earlier with this deck, and that was fine. Because we have 2 Surveyors and a Divination. And then the other thing we were doing was bringing in a Short Sword, which I think I really like because they've got lots of 1/1s. So making our like 2/1s able to block or even fight properly seems pretty important. Seems better than the D +3/+3. Alright, that sounds fine. Surveyor into a couple 4/3s. This doesn't really do anything in this hand. I'm inclined to bottom this. I feel like this card isn't great in this matchup in general anyway. We've got like lots of more powerful things to find. Like another Skittering Surveyor. Skittering Surveyor is actually pretty good against my opponent's decks of all their 1/1s, so... Ooh... Sideboard tech. Sideboard tech against our Helm of the Host. How will we ever win? Hit us for 2. That's fine. Might get run over here. Non-zero chance, I was just meant to like bounce this with the blink of the eye to play time. I'm a bit scared of being run over, but I think it'll be fine. We've got some 4/3s coming down. And worst case scenario, this can like buy 3 life, or a few more life, depending on what my opponent plays now. That's another 2/3. Definitely just want this 4/3 in play. I guess with the Surveyor in hand, I'm just going to rummage away the Mountain. It's kind of max greed, but I think that's fine. If we manage to stabilize here, the game's going to slow down a lot, so having the extra 1/2 could be nice. Awesome. This is great. This means next turn we can go Surveyor plus Tetsuko, and even this 3/2 can't really attack properly then. We want to find a Mountain because of Jaya. I guess I missed out on an attack there. If I attack with the Raider, then if I attack with the Raider and they double block, I get to blink an eye, but then I lose my blocker. I guess I didn't miss out on an attack. I really need to be able to block with this 4/3. I think that's fairly important. And the chance that they double block is so low when we're on 10 and they're on 20. Right, I guess I'm doing this. It's kind of sad because these are pretty good with Tetsuko, but these have got value for us. So if one of them trades off, it's like we've got a 2-for-1 out of it, which seems amazing. Another 3/2, sure. I guess we attack first. I can start attacking for 2 with my little critters, and then cast my Snapper, which blocks really well. This Tetsuko being kind of great. Tetsuko's being kind of great here, meaning we can actually get through that board of nonsense 2/3s. Feeling pretty far ahead at the moment. Short Sword doesn't do anything because they still can't run into my turtle. This actually just doesn't affect the board at all at the moment, unless they have like a pump spell in hand. Okay, that is a 3/4. Sure. Back where we were. So this is not a wizard, it's a rogue. So this only deals 1 at the moment, so we're probably just going to hold it. I guess we just attack with our little things and cast Valduk, question mark. Honestly, I'm almost tempted to attack all, but that's probably a bit aggressive. I guess then we have really, if they just don't block, it's really bad for us. Let's just cast our Valduk. I don't want to cast my Raider until I have a land to rummage away, because I think this game's going to go on really long, and I just want to get maximum value out of all my cards. So, holding on to the Raider seems good to me. Once we draw a land, then we can cast it. It's not like any of these creatures are attacking anyway, so it's not like we're missing out on much. Maybe now I can attack. Maybe now I can attack. Can like attack with these two and the turtle. That seems reasonable, I think. Still don't really want to cast my Raider. So there's a decent chance I'm casting Goblin Barrage this turn anyway, and if I can do it when they try and block, that's good for me. Potentially clear out a chunk of their board. Okay. So they're blocking with their 3/4 and their 3/2. So now I definitely don't want to bounce this because they gain so much life. I wonder if I bounce the 3/2 instead of using my Goblin Barrage. And then this just dies in combat. That seems better. Get like max value out of my cantrip. They have a pump spell, it's pretty sad, but they probably don't. Cool. I'm just going to hold this land because I want something to discard to the Raider. It's going pretty well. Okay, that is a 1/3. Pretty sure I agree with Steven that this card's probably not playable the vast majority of the time. The ability is just like very rarely relevant. You need things to line up really well for it to be relevant. I guess I attack all. Probably lose my Valduk. Like, Valduk gets blocked by this. I guess Valduk gets blocked by this. Then they have a 1/3 and a 4/3 to block this, and I blow them out with the Goblin Barrage. This seems pretty great. And even if they have the Wrath, they're probably so close to dead that it doesn't matter. Since the Wrath is like, takes a turn. Okay. Interesting. Yes, I'm just gonna kill the... Oh, this is a sorcery? I'm so stupid. Still learning the cards. It's fine. Still can't really ever lose regardless. So it doesn't really matter. I guess I now will just cast this and kill their 1/3. Since, it is a sorcery. Things I've learnt today. This is why we practice with the new cards. Yeah, they really didn't like the turtle. This is why we practice with the new cards. So we can learn that, this card is a sorcery. It's pretty fine. We're so far ahead it doesn't really matter. Even if they wrath our board, we just deploy lethal again with a removal spell. Even if they were to hypothetically wrath the board, there's not even a wrath they can cast for these colours of mana this turn. Okay. 1/1 with this deck. Should be able to get the 2/1. I'm tempted just to put the short sword in the main. I don't know. I feel like I prefer Run Amok game 1 in this deck, but it's pretty close. Like, my thinking was Short Sword is better in the matchups where like it helps with sizing, but there are so many X-Frees in the format that you might just need it to help with sizing regardless. This hand's fine. We need a third land, but once we hit it, we'll have Surveyor to get our fourth. And then we'll be deploying our Raider, which is a lot of power and toughness to have in play when we would like a Time of Ice coming down later on. Time of Ice and Overseer in the same hand is like reasonably messed up. It's an interesting one. Alright, third land please. I would like a third land. Sick. I guess this is actually weirdly good against our Overseer, which is upsetting. I'm just going to play my Surveyor this turn though. I want to guarantee I have my fourth land on time. So I can just cast this Raider and get like the big ol' 4/3 in play. This dies with a +1/+. Okay, cool. Assume they are not attacking. They are not. I'm gonna raid away this land, I think. I could attack for one here as well. And then play my Raider. I think that's good. I think pushing a like, even if they kill my Raider and we trade a damage for a damage, I think with Time of Ice and Overseer in my hand, trading a damage for a damage is good. You want to raid the Run Amok away? Nah. I think the Run Amok is going to be decent, considering like the texture of the rest of our hand. I guess we want to get up to 7 mana for the Overseer, right? So that's an argument for not rummaging. Well, I've already clicked yes, so I'm getting rid of the island now, but cool, not finished. Yeah, I guess we kind of want to get up to 7 mana for this. It's definitely an argument for not rummaging, so we can just like keep the land. It's like our 5th land, drop the intervention as well. We'd be pretty sad if they slammed an Angel and then we didn't have the 5th land for this. Two mana. 4 mana, what? What is opponent's deck? It's kind of wild. So what I kind of like the idea of is Fiery Intervention to kill this turn. Attack for 5. Next turn we can Time of Ice, and the turn after we get to Caldon Overseer. We have like Time of Ice plus Run Amok next turn. Destroy target artifact. Like, if we hit a land, we have like a really sick curve now. Time of Ice plus Run Amok into Overseer means our opponent almost certainly just dies if they don't have removal. Danifer, she good. Oh my god, she's a 4/3 menace now. Alright. I guess we've got this Time of Ice though, and we get to bounce her. Opponent's deck is kind of wild. Autumn after playing 3-color legendary deck. You raise a valid point, Phil. Also, I think we have found what we want to do with our turn. Because this is disgusting. This is like all kinds of wrong. Hit for another 5. Ooh, I might Run Amok now, just to push a bunch of damage. With the Overseer in hand, it seems great. Yeah, this might be aggressive. I've got Overseer coming down. Now if I hit a land, like whatever creature they play just kills them. Yeah, they have to draw removal. I agree, Shop. Right, so we can Time of Ice the Danifer, attack for 4. Almost attack for 5. But I think we're just attacking for 4. I think if we attack for 5, they almost certainly block the 1-2. And then they die to the Overseer, that's kind of fine. I don't know. I'm just attacking for 4, being patient. Play on a ban. Likely kill our opponent next turn. Between like everything we have going on, like the Time of Ice tapping a creature down, the Terminate, this threatening to steal a creature. This is like feels like 1 mana more than you'd ideally want it to be. At like 7 mana it feels like it's a bit tough to get to on curve. Shalai. Alright. So dead on board. Kinda dead on board. Oh, they could have the Grace thing. Go up to 6 and prevent 3 damage. Is that a reason to steal the Shalai? They're conceding. Okay. If I stole the Shalai, would it get round the Grace? I think it would have. Anyway. I'm pretty sure it would have. Okay. So this actually seems pretty good against their deck, but it's pretty rough against our deck too. So not sure I'm in love with it. I think I'm going to do the same thing I've been doing, of just like bringing in Divination when I'm on the draw for a land. I think that's something we can just always get away with in this deck. I think the Run Amok is actually better than the Short Sword in this matchup. Like the Run Amok was pretty great that game. I'm going to try this. Shalai is pretty scary, but we have 2 interventions and Goblin Barrage. We actually have a lot of answers to her. We can just like repeatedly bounce her for a while. And it's not like they can activate the green ability on her. So she's mainly just like a 3/4 that makes the rest of their team untargetable. Which I think we can deal with, but it's still not like ideal for us. This hand is gas. Obviously don't have like any bombs, but we have 2 into 3 into 4. Just a very solid curve. Cool. Hit the land, that means we can curve out and not have to play the Surveyor on 3. Alright, kinda need an opponent to not have Shalai. Shalai would be a beating. Oh, not Shalai, what is it? Danifer. Still learning the names Danifer. Danifer just like shuts down our 2 and our 3. Interesting. Divination is decent. I think I just want to deploy some bodies though. I'm going to attack here. If it trades with a trick, it's like pretty good for us since this is a fairly garbage too. They're attacking with their 1/2. This means they might have a run amok in their hand. I'm not going to block this. Just going to take my 1. I don't really want to like let their run amok do something when we're just crushing them with our critters. And with I'm going to cast the Raider post combat. And considering we have a Divination and a Surveyor in hand, I'm feeling pretty comfortable just rummaging away the mountain. Since we'll find lands anyway. This is fine. We get to take our 3/2. I didn't really care about the 3/2 anyway. Still get to deal 2 damage to them. Right, just got the mountain. Cool. Okay, that is now a 1/2. First strike. If I get another spell in the yard, it becomes a 2/2 haste, right? Cool. This just becomes a 2/2 and trades with this. It's kind of fine. Ooh. So now a first striker. It's pretty bad against our Time of Ice though. It's pretty bad against our Time of Ice. Could also just kill it. I think I'd rather Time of Ice it though and save my removal spell for something scarier. So I'm going to hit them for 6 this turn. I'm kind of wondering if I just want to Surveyor this turn. The problem is, next turn, like, this is such a clean use of our 6 mana that I think I just want to Time of Ice this turn on their Lava Runner. And like stop them playing any more creatures and get in for another 6 damage next turn. Put them to 4. I think this just like uses our mana much more cleanly than just like casting a 1/2 this turn. Even if it doesn't get the full like the absolute most value out of all our cards necessarily, since our opponent knows about the Time of Ice now. Five mana. What you gonna cast, opponent? Cool. They just decided it's not worth running another creature into the Time of Ice, I guess. Right, let's attack for 6, and then we'll go Surveyor into Divination. Casting Surveyor first, because Divination doesn't actually guarantee our 6 land drop. Also filling our deck of lands before Divinationing kind of makes sense anyway. Right. With the Overseer now on hand, it's going to be basically impossible for our opponent to win. Like, this threatening to steal a creature just means they can't do anything here. This Time of Ice is so nasty. This card is so much better than I thought it would be. The 5, yeah, that's an instant Magic Isle. I guess I just gain control. I guess I just cast this just to like, because otherwise they can kill this and only take 3. It's kind of sad. I feel like I'm not getting my max value out of my Overseer, but I guess killing my opponent is kind of max value. Yes, killing my opponent is kind of max value. Are you dead, opponent? Awesome. Alright, we got 3 2-1s on the day. That's not bad. That's not bad.